Namaste, my friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and I help people navigate through their spiritual awakening and their ascension process. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 things that you should know about these ascension energies here in August. They're nothing new, but they are powerful and carry with them certain characteristics. And I believe having a little bit of insight into what they're trying to do can help you cope with the symptoms you might be experiencing at this time, which can be all over the place if you haven't noticed. So 5 things. 1 is during these accelerated times, it's very common to experience faster rates of manifestation, where your thoughts, whatever's on your mind, whatever you're feeling, emoting, putting out there, you will see in physical reality in some sort of synchronicity type of form with less of a time lag. This is a good thing. This is what we wanted. We want to manifest faster. But at the same time, because we're in this transitional period, if we're honest with ourselves, we know and can admit that we're not perfect. We're not perfect human beings. We still have quite a lot of conditioning and misaligned patterns that play out. And with the increased synchronicity, the faster manifestation, you will see evidence to both the growth you've gone through and the positive benefits that are already present in your more awakened state, as well as the ego stuff as it's reflected, your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. They can manifest as well as synchronicities that remind you of that make you feel doubtful or whatever, as well as sometimes there'll be temporary manifestations, life situations where it seems like something's not working or something's going the wrong way, and all that really is again a temporary manifestation of the ego stuff that's coming out of you and up at the surface, but it'll temporarily play out in your reality. And just the fact of all of that, combined with maybe you notice that this is all happening faster than usual, it can be a little bit, make you feel a little anxious and on edge, like how fast is this going to go? When is it going to stop? When is it going to taper? Etc. But it's to be expected. It's a temporary spike we're going through. It's a gateway, a window of a lot of energy, a lot of this ascension energy, and it's like being turbocharged through this ascension / awakening process. And there are periods of spikes. And again, the instant manifestation, or not instant, but faster manifestation, faster than we're used to anyways, is a symptom of that. It's to be looked at as a good thing, indicative of speed in a positive direction, and just chill out, play it cool. Just stay present and realize that you will be able to settle in pretty soon here. Number 2, there is a colossal purge going on in the collective, in your body, in your spirit, your emotions, your mind, everything. These energies are forcing very quickly to the surface all that is within you that is heavy, that is out of alignment, that you picked up, baggage. But as it happens, combined with how it now manifests into your life, it can be crazy. It can be really uncomfortable. You might just be floored one day with a bout of horrible depression and worry and anxiety, etc., seemingly unprovoked, but yet so much to where you don't even know if you can go out of the house. Like what? Like you're just like having a little internal crisis period that has sprung out of nowhere. And it's just the degree, it's the gravity, the amount being expelled from us at a rate we're just not used to. The experience of it can be kind of overwhelming. You might have had days where you're feeling like really good and I got a handle on this, I'm good, and then for like a span of 8 to 10 hours during a Tuesday afternoon, you're just like you're wondering if you're like just at your wit's end. Like everything is just all of a sudden colored with a gray marker, and life all of a sudden seems like it's spiraling downward, and then the emotions are coming up, and you're just a big old mess, and then it goes away. It's just this systematic purging. And sometimes what we purge is less uncomfortable than other things. Some things are more like, yes, I could sense this is coming up, and I could see where it would be, it doesn't serve me, and adios. I'm glad it's being expelled from me. But other things are maybe we've kept at bay more successfully because we don't want to look at it. And when it explodes up into our body, mind, spirit, emotions, and life, there's more resistance, and it's a messier process. But nonetheless, it's to be expected, this purge. That's what it's doing. To raise your vibration, you must let go of all that's what's holding it down, and that's what's happening. Three is not only are our thoughts and feelings manifesting in physical reality now faster, so too, at least it appears, these ascension purging, these ascension vibration raising cycles are happening at a faster rate as well. So you might what I'm saying is you might experience just more fluctuation than you're used to. Just more frequent and drastic and unpredictable fluctuations. Really high, really low, over here, over there, feeling great, feeling drained, I can't sleep, I'm sleeping all day. It's like there's no time to catch our breath and to really grasp what's happening. It's on to the next life theme that is just showing up and drawing all of our attention and energy, and you might feel like you're just all over the place. It can be freaking wild, man. I've been going through this a lot where I'll have like a period of 30 hours where again, I'm going through one of those purges, like, oh my goodness. And the purges, again, they manifest in your life. So it's like, not only do you feel this way, but it seems as if it is actually this way. But then it's so uncomfortable. I'll quickly insist on getting to the bottom of it, learning the lesson, and I will. And then it's like, oh, thank goodness, and I feel great, and I can get some stuff done, and I'm in the flow. And then maybe a few hours later, it's something else going on. And that, it's no way to live. It's not something I enjoy, any of us obviously, but the implications are that we are purging a lot of heaviness, things within our vibration that are causing us to be less happy and in sync. We're purging those very quickly. We're manifesting very quickly. And once we are more devoid of this baggage, we'll be able to be more balanced and consciously use these manifestation powers to manifest stuff we really want, that is actually an extension of our true core self. So it holds a very profound and positive purpose, but as we go through this tunnel of nuttiness, it can be experienced this way, but it's not, I would not recommend looking at it as a problem where you're not keeping up. It's just you allow yourself to accelerate, and here's what it actually feels like. Number 4 is not so much what to expect. It's just a reminder that life will not always be this way, as I just kind of explained in tip 3. Sometimes when life takes on a certain rhythm, it can really feel like, oh no, this is apparently now what I must live with and contend with and deal with in my present day-to-day reality, and it's not something I particularly enjoy or wish to continue for very much longer. And just, there's always, when new things come up, every purge, every cycle, it always has a big series of question marks, like, why is this here? Oh geez, when will it end? We don't really know. We don't know, because sometimes we are in a funk for longer periods than others, and it just feels, it can feel like life is always going to be this way. Like we forget what it's actually like to be in the flow and to be happy and to feel connected and joyful and confident and just like, you know what, I don't mind being here. The ups and downs happen, but overall I appreciate this journey I'm on, and I'm going to keep trudging along because there's a lot of cool stuff that has happened to me as I look back. That can sometimes be completely inaccessible when we're in one of our funks, and when we're so clouded by it, and it really can seem like this is how my life is. But again, life will not always be this way. The funks come and go, and every time you elevate higher and have more of a rich and deep access to the positive spectrum, the potential of life. So you're allowing yourself to go down into these contractions, these cycles, and to purge so that you can ascend higher and higher and higher and higher. So just keep that in mind. This too shall pass. And lastly, this is more of a tip, something I've learned that it does work out, is to, regardless of how you feel and what you think, live your life according to how you truly want it to be. And I'll give an example, because that's a little bit vague. Saturday, it's Monday now, Saturday, I was talking to somebody, and he suggested I get a new camera for like shooting videos, which I'm going to, by the way. And in that conversation, and then after, as I went to do my research, I just stumbled upon some YouTube videos that went into the different cameras, and I was like really fascinated and taken back by some of these vlogs and different videos I was watching, just how crisp and creative and high quality their editing is, their thumbnails, and just the picture or the cameras they're using. And I became so elated, so excited, like, yes, it's time to go pro, man. I'm gonna upgrade everything, my camera and my editing software. And I felt so happy and so hopeful and just so excited to be in a place where I can do that. I think it's time. But then I was hit out of the blue with like I forgot what it even was now. Some little event happened in my life that evoked all this emotion, all this horrible purge. And the theme for me at that time was self-doubt. And it caused me to be so hopeless, like there's no point, you're not good enough, that you might as well not do it. But right prior to that little purge, I had purchased this new camera online. And then the purge hit out of the blue. It shifted my perspective on everything to the point where I was so low, so randomly, that I went online real quick and canceled my order. I'm like, I'm not gonna waste money on this thing, man. Screw it, you know. I was just in such a dark place. But here's what I did. I went back about a half hour later and I reordered it. And it's not because I felt better. It's not because my emotional state changed. Because I knew deep down that is not the place I should be taking action from. And to remember and trust how I felt when I placed that order, those feelings, that's real. That's the reality. That's the true self guiding you. But we can so easily and so randomly and so much so get thwarted off from that clearer perspective that we find ourselves acting out of fear. But that, even though the mind thinks, well, this is safe, maybe you won't be as good on YouTube, and you don't want to waste any money, it's not going to work. That's like the devil, the ego, the negative part of you. And even though it was stronger than I've experienced in a while, I was floored by this. I felt like literally my life was over. That's how I felt when I was on cloud 9 minutes ago. Even though I felt like that, I went back on and I ordered it because I knew that I'm gonna come out of this bullshit. This is just not true. It was so dark and negative that I just knew it was just not me. It was just so bad that it was more obvious. Anyways, I acted. I took action in spite of how I felt. That was in alignment and harmony with where I really want my life to be. As against the grain as it felt in that time. That's what's gonna work. Don't allow the fear and the doubt and the I'm not good enough and the negative feelings to influence your bigger decisions in your life. Don't act out of fear. Even though it can seem like the safe choice at times when you're in that mindset, that is what's going to take you down a path that will just breed more of that. That's the old you trying to cling to the old path. New you wakes up in spurts and says, go here, go here, go here. I will. No, shouldn't do that. But try your best to just ignore that. Just see it for what it is. Not really you. A false you, the ego. Not a worthy source of guidance. Even if you're not feeling in the flow, you can act as if you were in the flow. And then you can trust that when the cycles play out as they always do, you'll be happy and you'll see why you were once guided to do a particular thing. So that's my best advice. I would zigzag for many, many years, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was constantly feeling this internal conflict. Now, as best I can, I catch myself and only act out of that faith and that clarity that comes in unpredictable cycles. But nonetheless, I found that's the key to the ascension, is to act like the person you know yourself to be. So that's it, my friends. I'm done with this video. I'm going to share a few personal things. So one of them is that, again, I wrote a blog post titled something very similar, 3 things you should know about the Ascension. And it's a similar message in a sense, similar premise, but it's expressed in a very different way. And sometimes I do that. So I'll leave a link in one of the cards or in the description box or something if you guys want to read that. I kind of at times tap into like a different part of myself for the blog posts. I don't often talk about it on my YouTube channel, and some of you guys might not be aware that I even have a blog, so you can read that if you want. I make a new post, like a new newsletter or something, once a week or so, sometimes every couple weeks. Secondly, as I mentioned, I am getting a new camera. You might have noticed that this one, like, I'm looking straight at the camera, but I'm not looking at you, right? That's not because I'm trying to be distant. It's because I usually film on my phone, my iPhone. And the front camera, it's really good. It's a pretty good quality camera, and there's a little circle I can look at, and it gives me that eye contact. But that's been messed up. It's kind of shaky. It doesn't work anymore. And I've been putting off getting it fixed, just waiting for the new phone to come out. But anyways, I'm not going to wait. I have a new camera arriving today that'll hopefully really capture some of the cool backgrounds that I find myself in. And also I'll be able to have that eye contact. I'm just really taking this YouTube endeavor very, very seriously now. And again, I'm going through, like, I'm heeding the retrograde energies and going back through and updating and upgrading things that I feel it may be long overdue. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I've kind of gotten by with very minimal skills with camera, with editing, and I've relied on my talent, my message as a way of growing my channel. But now it's time to work on my weaknesses. And anyways, hopefully that'll translate into a more neat experience for you guys. You'll see maybe some cool background music and just better lighting, better cameras, and I'm going to work on my editing skills as well as my thumbnails. I'm going to try to perfect those as well. So anyway, I just kind of want to let you guys know about that. I might start experimenting with some different ways of doing videos. I'd like to start doing more vlogs. I enjoy doing them, and I think it's important to share my regular self and with a lot of you, because many of you guys watch me and just express how you feel connected with me. But I know not everyone is, and that's okay. So what I might start doing once in a while is just kind of shooting the shit with you guys and talking with you after my regular videos. I also might start having more vlogs, more guests. My wife might come in. My boy, I have like some YouTube friends, other people who have YouTube channels in a similar niche that I have plans to maybe do some collaborations with in the future. So anyways, I really see a big evolution in my channel, and I thank you guys for watching. If you've enjoyed it this far, I trust you'll enjoy it even more. And again, sometimes I'll put most of the videos now. I will strategically put certain videos and playlists that relate to the video you're watching now. So if you like that, you can click these other ones, and if you're in that similar state of mind where that kind of content is helpful, you might be able to get something else out of my older videos as well. I have a lot of videos, a lot of good ones I've done that just haven't really seen much action because they were so young. So I'll be able to present those to you as I see fit. So anyways, that's it, guys. I'm going to let you go. I feel good today. I want to shoot some more videos, but I want to wait for my new camera. I got some awesome ideas coming out this week. Look forward to that. And anyways, thank you for everything. I love you all. Have an amazing day. Namaste.